adjustments. Hi. Welcome to my November reading wrap-up. I am now realizing how faded my hair looks. Oof. Anyways, me having this stack of books in my hand. So, in the month of November, I read 10 books. Well, 8 books, 2 audiobooks. But I totaled up the pages for the audiobooks just to count it, and all of them combined to 3,482 pages, which isn't much, but better than nothing. So, sorry, my cat's down here. So I will mention the one audiobook I listened to that I don't have a copy of the book physically, because I do have a physical copy of the other one I listened to, was Billy Summers by Stephen King. It was interesting. It could have been shorter, in my opinion, but I don't know. I still enjoyed listening to it for the most part. But otherwise, everything else I read. I reread the Matched trilogy so I could annotate it. So, Matched, Crossed, and Reached. This trilogy I feel like is old enough where everyone knows what it's about. I don't know where to put these. Where everyone knows it's about. It's like Delirium, the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver. It's like a controlled government. The government controls who you match with, your job, all that stuff. And then some forbidden, like, it's like a forbidden romance, and just, yeah, all sorts of chaos. And then after that, I was in a poetry mood, so I read The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one, and of course tabbed it, because I tabbed my poetry. And then the other audiobook I listened to was Mexican Gothic. This is technically a reread. I read it when I first got it, I think last year. But the issue, I read it really fast, and that's also why I've been just listening to audiobooks. A lot of audiobooks right now are in the mixture of rereads for me, and also because I'm broke and can't buy books. So I'm in a book buying ban. So, yeah, but I DNF'd this, and I am now getting rid of it. I thought it was a really good book the first time I read it, but the issue, I guess, that made me DNF it was a smut scene, and I was just like, ow. Ooh. Like, because it was just like an uncomfy kind, when it was just like, oh, ew, no. No thank you. And then I forgot I listened to another audiobook. Oops. I listened to the audiobook for The Gunslinger. Whoops. I don't know, I enjoyed this too, but it was also really weird because there was a lot of really weird religious stuff that was brought up, and I didn't like that, but I'm still gonna try and listen to the second book and see what happens, because I'm interested in the story and what's going on for right now, even though I think it's like an 8-book series, so we'll see how long that takes for me to get through. And then the last books I read was the Folk of the Air trilogy. So that is The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, and The Queen of Nothing. I really enjoyed this series. I was worried about some stuff in it, because I hear a lot about it, and I was like, oh no, am I gonna like it? Am I not gonna like it? Is it gonna be gross? Like, But, I fairly enjoyed it. So, yeah. That's everything I read in November. And ignore my hair. It's a mess, as always. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.